Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brian here for another DVD collection video. I have a lot to show. I'm not going to say much about them unless I've seen them. So I'm just going to dive right on in. So the first one here, I believe we found at Dollar Tree a while back. It's called The Strange Ones. It's a Vertical Entertainment release from 2017. I have not seen this, so I can't say much about it. It says that these two travelers, they're presumably brothers, they make their way across a remote American landscape. On the surface, all seems normal, but what appears to be a simple vacation soon gives way to a dark and complex web of secrets and lies. So, let me know if you've seen this. I've never seen it. Next up is also a film I have not watched. That is Xenophobia. This looks like it's like an alien type movie. Yeah, this is also an anthology from what I'm seeing on the back here. It's about different stories about people's abductions and possessions. 2019, this is put up by Vision Films and Cinema Factory. This was directed by Joe Castro, Steven Escobar, and Thomas J. Churchill. So I've heard it's decent, but it kind of looks also very low budget. So we'll see. I like the cover though; it's pretty interesting. This one I have seen, and it's not great. Area 51, directed by Oren Peli. I believe he did. I think he did the first Paranormal Activity. So yeah, you really don't see a whole lot going on in this movie. I think there's one or two scenes with an actual alien, but other than that, it's just kind of like these people break into Area 51. But you think, you know, such a high security building, you wouldn't be able to get in, but apparently these people did. So it's not a great movie. I don't recommend it. Next one here I have not seen. This is a Uncorked Entertainment release starring Lin Shaye, and that is Room for Rent. I haven't seen this one. I heard it's okay. I mean, I love her, but sometimes she does movies just you know, make money, but then again she has to work too. So there you go. So Room for Rent, 2018. Like I said, put out by Uncorked Entertainment. This one I have not seen, but I heard it's a really good documentary, and that is Room 237. This is a documentary about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. 102 minutes. This is put out by IFC Midnight and Highland Park Classics and MPI. So, heard it's pretty good. It slides right out. This is directed by Rodney Asher. Of course, you got the infamous scene with Danny in the hotel carpet. This is a 2-disc set as well. You get the room key, and then you get the carpet scene. So yeah, I haven't watched this. I got this at Walmart a long time ago. They don't have it now. There is a Blu-ray of this, but I never came across it, so I had to get the DVD. Next one, this is also a Dollar Tree title from a couple years back. It's another IFC Midnight release, and that is The Snowtown Murders. Directed by Justin Kurzel. That's 2 hours long. This takes place in Australia in 1999. It's about a father figure who is also a vicious predator. So yeah, I heard it's pretty crazy. So check that one out later. This one I really need to upgrade on, but I'm glad to have this in my collection. The disc is 100% mint. And that is Demi Moore in The Seventh Sign. I haven't watched this yet, but I know there's a Blu-ray out there now. So Michael Biehn is also in this film, along with Peter Friedman and Jürgen Prochnow. I've heard this is a really good movie, so that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. Unfortunately, it's a flipper disc inside, but you can tell it's like 100% mint. I bought this new, so there you go. Next up is a film starring the Fat Boys, and that is Disorderlies. Also starring Ralph Bellamy, Tony Plana, and Anthony Geary. I have not seen this film, but it is a comedy from 1987, and it looks pretty fun, so give it that. I do enjoy the Fat Boys, their music. Next up is another Dollar Tree title, and that is Shortwave. And it's got mixed reviews, so I didn't ever get around to watching it. So 2016, this is put out by Q Mark Films. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Next up is another IFC Midnight, and that is Raise with Zoe Bell and Rachel Nichols. I heard this one's pretty interesting as well. After she is drugged and abducted, Jamie awakens to find herself in a concrete bunker where she meets fellow abductee Sabrina. Before long, the two women discover that they are in a modern-day Coliseum where they and 48 other women have been selected to fight to the death in order to save both themselves and their loved ones. So, could be good. I don't know for sure. This one I heard was not great either, but it's got some good cast members in it, and that is Pretty Bad Actress. You see, you got Heather McComb, Danny Woodburn, Jillian Bell, Chris Owen, John Hensley. So yeah, and Stephanie Hodds. It's an MVD visual release from 2018. I mean, you got some good talent in here. Obviously, Danny Woodburn, yeah, he was in Seinfeld. Chris Owen, of course. American Pie movies. So yeah, I've never seen it, but I'll watch it. This one I have seen though. I really enjoyed this film. I know one of the actresses got hurt in the film. I felt bad for her as well. Incident in a Ghost Land. You found this at Dollar Tree. I got this when it first came out, but I'm glad I did because I did enjoy it. This is directed by, what's his name? Where is it? Pascal, can never say his last name. Logier. He did the original Martyrs. So there's that. Next up, we have a film by Bruno Mattei from 1980, and that is Hell of the Living Dead. This is a Blue Underground release. I have not watched this one, but I do enjoy my zombie movies, and this is an Italian zombie movie, so even better. This is directed by the same director as Rats, The Night of Terror, Manual in Prison, and SS Experiment Love Camp. which I have not seen any of those, but I know of them. So Goblin did the music for this, so that's definitely going to be, gives bonus points for that. Next up, I've already upgraded this title in my collection, and that is Welcome to the Dollhouse. Fantastic movie. Highly recommend it. I have upgraded this one as well. This is a bootleg copy of Mikey. So I upgraded mine, so I don't need that anymore. This one I need to upgrade because, yeah, I heard the transfer on the Blu-ray is pretty good. Martin Short, Charles Grodin, and Mary Steenburgen, and that is Clifford. And it's not the big red dog either. It is Martin Short. So, 1994, an hour and a half from Orion Pictures and MGM. So, I really need to upgrade that one. This movie. Sorry. It's been a long day. This is another one of those like cheesy Halloween films from the mid-90s. That is Jacko. It's really bad. I've only seen it once and it was pretty bad. But you got Linnea Quigley, you got John Carradine, Brinke Stevens, Cameron Mitchell. So you had a good cast in here, but unfortunately it's still a bad movie. So I don't recommend it. But I keep it because it's Halloween related. William Castle film starring Joan Crawford, and that is I Saw What You Did. I need to upgrade this one. I know there's a Blu-ray out there now, so. This also stars John Ireland, Leif Erikson, Andy Garrett, and Sarah Lane. So great cast. 1965, black and white film. How long is this? It is an hour and 23 minutes, so it's a short film. This one I need to upgrade on. I think the Blu-ray is out of print now, though. This is the old MGM release of I, Madman. 1989, 1 hour and 29 minutes. This is a Tibor Takas film. He's the one that directed The Gate and The Gate 2. And Big Ass Spider, or was it Spider 3D? One of those titles. So yeah, this one stars Jenny Wright, Clayton Rohner, and Clayton Ronner. So yeah. Up next is what is this from? Elite Entertainment release from 1973. I like it because it's in a red case. I got this from FYE online like years ago. Horror Hospital. I have not watched this one yet, so figured I'd pick it up. Michael Gough is in this film, so it's one of the reasons why I picked it up. He played Alfred in the four movies. The two with Michael Keaton and the one with Val Kilmer, and then the one with George Clooney. So, rest in peace, good sir. You were a great actor. This one I don't need anymore. I got this before. They both were released on Blu-ray. This is a double feature from Anchor Bay. And that is Fade to Black and Hell Night. I already have both on Blu-ray, so I don't need this anymore. Both great films. I think I liked Fade to Black a little bit more, though. So, but I do enjoy Dennis Christopher in Fade to Black. And then, of course, you get Linda Blair in Hell Night. So, this one I have not seen, and it is a Fulci title. Don't torture a duckling. This is from 1972. This is an old Anchor Bay release. I know there's an Arrow release of this now, so I gotta upgrade it eventually. Another creepy title here, starring Anthony Hopkins and Margaret and Burgess Meredith, and that is the 1978 film Magic, starring a really creepy puppet. or dummy or whatever. I don't know how to say it. There you go. Creepy. And then lastly, in this stack, I got Fire in the Sky. I need to upgrade this too. This is a really good alien film, starring D.B. Sweeney, Craig Sheffer, Robert Patrick, Peter Berg, and James Garner. So great cast there. Yeah, highly recommend that one. I'm gonna keep going here. Sorry, I'm already 15 minutes in. I thought I'd be more than halfway done, but I am not. So keep going here. This one I have not seen. This is Ghoulies 4. This is an Echo Bridge release, directed by Jim Wynorski. I do enjoy Jim Wynorski films. This one I have not seen though. I have only seen 1 and 2. I didn't even see part 3 when they go to college. Or that's not very good. This is a weird one. This is a Roland Emmerich film, but when you think of Roland Emmerich, you think of, you know, end of the world movies, disaster movies. No, this is a weird like kids movie, ripping off E.T., and that is Ghost Chase from 1988, starring Paul Gleason, Jason Lively, Tim McDaniel, Joel Whitlow, and Chuck Mitchell. Yeah, that little creature there. Yeah, I think it's an E.T. ripoff. We got The Lost Tree, starring Thomas Ian Nichols, Lacey Cabot, Scott Grimes, Michael Madsen, and Claire Kramer. Can't say that 5 times fast. This is from 2018 and is about 90 minutes. Great cast. Directed by Brian A. Metcalf. I've heard that name before. Not remote. I don't know what he did, but I've heard that name. Haven't heard much about this movie, so couldn't tell you if it's good or not. This one I really enjoyed. I saw this at the theater, and Patton Oswalt was there doing commentary about the movie. He's not in it. He was just making his own commentary as we went along, but it was fun. I definitely enjoyed it. And that is Ozone. This is directed by J.R. Bookwalter, and this is put up by Tempe Entertainment. Basically, this is about drug users in the early 90s, and it really takes over their minds. And then there's this drug lord who's like a monster, and it's really over the top cheesy, but I enjoyed it. And the main character, played by James Black, his acting was pretty good, but overall the acting in this movie is pretty bad. But he's a good actor. Of course, we have the Scary Stories documentary. Highly recommend it. It is the best Wild Eye releasing movie out there. So shout out to Wild Eye. You won't hear me say that very often. Next up we have, I need to upgrade this. This is an old Kino DVD of Monster Dog, starring Alice Cooper and Victoria Vera. It's a very strange movie. I gotta go back and watch it again, but it's kind of like a werewolf type, like evil dog movie, so to speak. This is from the director Claudio Fragazzo, aka Clyde Anderson, and yes, he is the one that directed Troll 2. So if you guys like Troll 2, you'll like Monster Dog. Or not. This one was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. Dead Ant. This is from 2019. Of course, you get Tom Arnold, Jake Busey, Sean Astin, Danny Woodburn, And Mr. Sean C. Phillips has a small cameo in this film. He's not really in it. He's just like a very small cameo. But it was fun. I like my creature feature, like giant bug movies. If you want to watch something really, really bad, like I guess it's kind of like a high school project, so to speak. Even though they were probably like in their 20s when they made this movie. Pick yourself up a copy of Blood Lake, directed by Tim Boggs, from 1987, 82 minutes. This is a shot on video horror film. This takes place in Oklahoma while these people were on vacation. They decided to just make a movie about going to the lake. And there's a killer on the loose and killing everybody, slashing them up. It's pretty bad. I thought it was kind of funny, more than scary, but that's just me. And there's this one kid in there, I think he's like 11 or 12. Actually, I think he's more like 14, but he looks like he's 12. He has one line in here that's just really, really stupid. He's asking his brother, so you're gonna let me drink, or are you gonna be a butthole all weekend? So that's like what stands out to me when I think about this movie. So yeah, I recommend it, but then again, I don't at the same time. This one I do recommend though. This is a film from 1974, and I already upgraded this, so I don't need this anymore. That is Devil Times 5. And this stars a really, really young Leif Garrett in this film. So, also stars Sorrel Book, who played Boss Hogg from Dukes of Hazzard. And Shelley Morrison is also in this. So, yeah, highly recommend Devil Times 5 if you guys like 70s films. This one I've also already upgraded on, so I don't need this anymore. This is the 1981 film called The Incubus. I got the Vinegar Syndrome release of this, so I don't need this anymore. Very weird film, but it was pretty good. Takes place in the New England community of Galen. This one stars John Cassavetes, John Ireland, Carrie Keane, Helen Hughes, Eric Flannery, and Duncan McIntosh. Directed by John Hugh. So highly recommend Incubus. This one I've seen like twice, and I can't say I recommend it. They made a second one, but I never watched it. This is like a horror anthology put up by ROJ Entertainment. And that is Monsterland, also put out by Dread Central. It's a very strange anthology. It's 109 minutes, and this is put on 2016. If you like horror anthologies, I'll say check it out, but I won't be like, hey, go. I mean, you can. This is at Dollar Tree, so you can probably go buy it for $1, or pay eventually. Yeah, I never got around to watching the second one. I heard the second one was worse than the first. This one was okay. One of the better sequels, or the newer entries of the franchise, if you will. This is the Amityville Murders. This one stars Diane Franklin, Burt Young, Chelsea Ricketts, John Robinson, Lainey Kazan, Paul Ben Victor. So yeah, 2018, directed by Daniel Ferrens. This is it's basically just the Amityville Horror all over again. Same story and everything like that. But it was decent. I thought it was a lot better than some of the newer ones these days. I mean, not as good as the remake of Amityville Horror from 2005, but it's probably Yeah, I say original, remake, and then that one. This one I have not seen. I've only seen the her other one, Mistress of the Dark. This is Elvira's Haunted Hills. I know this is getting a Blu-ray, or I got a Blu-ray. I don't think it's out yet, but I gotta pick that up. This one stars, of course, Elvira, Richard O'Brien, Mary Scheer, Scott Adkinson, Mary Jo Smith, and Heather Hopper. This was put out. No, I don't think that's the right. It says it's put out in 2002, but I think it's because that's just the release of the DVD. Yeah, this is a good times DVD. So we got The Girl in the Photographs with Kal Penn. This movie was okay. Not my favorite, but this was Wes Craven's last project before his untimely death. He just produced this film. He didn't actually direct it. So, yeah, it was okay. I thought it could have been better, but it could have been worse, too. It's one of my favorite early 80s slashers. And stars one of my favorite actresses from the time. That is Girls Night Out. Starring, of course, the lovely Lauren Marie Taylor. Hal Holbrook is also in this. Julia Montgomery as well. I think it's directed by Anthony Gervais. There really isn't a whole lot on the back to say. So, I forget where I got this. I bought this used, but the disc was like minty. So, yeah, I forget where I picked this up, but this is about like a guy going around this campus of a small Ohio college in their school mascot costume, and he's going around killing people. So he's wearing a bear costume, so killer bears. Yeah, it was fun. This one I have to upgrade on. I know it's like an on-demand Blu-ray. This movie was really weird. If you guys enjoy weird, obscure films, especially the newer horror films, got The Night Sitter. This was directed by John Rocco and Abril Brun. From 2019, 89 minutes, put out by Uncorked Entertainment. A con artist poses as a babysitter to steal from a wealthy occult enthusiast. One of the kids she's sitting unwittingly summons a trio of witches known as the Three Mothers. And it all goes to hell from there. I thought it was pretty decent. We have another Italian film, that is The House with Laughing Windows. I was told to pick this up and give it a watch, but I never actually got around to watching it. This is from 1976. Directed by, I don't want to butcher the guy's name, but that's his name right there. Pupai Avati, I guess how you say his name. I don't want to butcher that name, because I probably could, pretty easily. So yeah, looks pretty gory on the back here. Like, I don't know what's going on in that digital still, but yeah, crazy. We have one of my favorite 90s cheesy films from 1995, directed by Mark Jones, and that is Rumpelstiltskin. This is a Republic Pictures Hardison Home Entertainment release, and I believe this was also released by Full Moon at some point. Makeup and effects by Kevin Yeager. Music by Charles Bernstein. So got a lot of people, a lot of talent in this movie. So this movie was very strange. Pod. I got this at Dollar General a couple years ago. I think I watched it on streaming first just to check it out, and I thought it was okay. It's another one of those like alien type movies, like a kind of like a bad sci-fi film. This movie was very weird. Temple. This was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is, but it was. So basically, these American tourists go to Japan, deep in the jungles of Japan, searching for an ancient temple. When spirits entrap them, their adventure becomes a horrific nightmare. It's like a found footage film, so it's not great. It's from the writer of Your Next and Blair Witch, so it's got a few like little scares in here with the children with nasty teeth, as you can see in the picture here. Like I said, it's not great, but if you want to waste 78 minutes of your life, check out Temple. This movie was pretty decent. One of the more decent recent films from 2014, and that is Summer Camp. Basically, this is about a virus going around and turning people into bloodthirsty. I don't want to say zombies. They're not really zombies. They just turn into like bloodthirsty, like I guess you can call them zombies. I don't know. It was kind of it's more of a virus film than a zombie film, but I enjoyed it. This one I don't need anymore. I've upgraded this already, and that is the double feature of Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. This one I upgraded as well, and that is Shockwaves, another late 70s zombie film. It's pretty good. I definitely recommend Shockwaves. This one I've upgraded on already, but I got I think this is a burned copy, I think this was like an Indiegogo type thing, from what I remember. Yeah, this is a burned copy, but I also have a pressed disc version of this too, and that is Party Night. And I have the little insert here, and yes, the director did sign it on the back. So I'll end up keeping both for now. One of my friends is in this film, Destiny Orndorff, so definitely have to keep this in the collection. I need to upgrade. I don't think I have this upgraded. I might. I don't remember though. But these are all classic films. So this is the Naked Gun trilogy plus Wrongfully Accused. Love Leslie Nielsen as an actor. He's so hilarious. First two were directed by David Zucker. Part 3 was directed by Peter Siegel, and then Wrongfully Accused was directed by Pat Proft. I don't think I really saw the whole thing of Wrongfully Accused, but I've seen all the other Naked Gun movies. Alright, this movie is like stupid out of print, and it goes for like ridiculous amount of money online. I bought this randomly a while back on FYE.com. I think I got it for like $8 or something. This is a Massacre video release of Mutilations. So it's a very strange film. Very short film too. It's only 70 minutes. And it's kind of weird because you'd think it's like an alien film, but it's mostly like they call it an alien gore film, but it's also like it's kind of like claymation as well, so it's kind of very strange. Directed by Lawrence Thomas. Let's see. Professor Jim McFarlane has been noticing a string of cattle mutilations that have been tormenting a small southern town. He goes with his students to investigate these bizarre happenings. What they discover is worse than any of them could possibly imagine. So yeah, it's an alien gore film. It also has reverse artwork inside. It's really like this movie. I wouldn't say this movie's cheap because it's actually pretty good as far as like special effects and like how the creatures look and everything. So I enjoyed it. I'm glad I only paid $7 for it and not like $300 it's going for or whatever. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while, but it's really stupid money right now. This one here is pretty decent too. This one I heard was still on Netflix. This is Most Likely to Die from 2016, put out by Cinedigm. It says Kill or Be Killed. So it's basically, people are celebrating graduating high school, and there's a psychotic killer among them, and killing people off one by one. It's pretty good. I definitely recommend that one. This one though, this one has Jamie Kennedy, Taye Diggs, Anthony Anderson, Blair Underwood, Regina Hall, Damian Dante Wayans, Ryan O'Neal, and Snoop Dogg, and that is everyone's favorite guy, B-Rad, and that is Malibu's Most Wanted. Jamie Kennedy, of course. It's stupid funny. I recommend it if you guys like Jamie Kennedy from the early 2000s. So, yeah, Malibu's Most Wanted. We got Intruders here with Miranda Cosgrove and Austin Butler, Tom Sizemore, Michael Luckett, and Janessa Grant. This movie is pretty decent for a PG-13 movie. Alright, we got a couple more to go. Hopefully this won't be in more than 45 minutes. So we got Hobgoblins 2. I have not watched this one yet. I still need to finish watching part 1. Another one of those Gremlin ripoffs. This one was pretty good. I enjoyed this one. Hardware. Split up by Severin Films from 1990. This is like a post-apocalyptic film. Kind of like that, a little bit of a horror sci-fi thing going on too. This was directed by Richard Stanley, and it has appearances of Iggy Pop and Lemmy Kilmister. So yeah, definitely recommend Hardware. This one I have not seen, but it's got a good cast. Sean Astin, Bruce Campbell, and Stacy Keach, and that is Icebreaker from 2003. Bruce Campbell plays a villain in this film, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah. A little more to go. Everyone got the Blu-ray of this in a horror pack. I did not. This is Don't F in the Woods. Starring a bunch of people I don't know. I think Sean C. Phillips is in this too for like a brief moment. His name's not on the back, but I believe he said he was in this film. Double feature here. One of them I already have on Blu-ray. The other one I have not picked up on Blu-ray, and that is the double feature of Dead of Winter and Audrey Rose. I have Audrey Rose. I don't have Dead of Winter. Dead of Winter is from 1987, starring Mary Steenburgen, Roddy McDowell, William Russ, and Jan Rubes. And then Audrey Rose is from 1977, starring Marsha Mason, Anthony Hopkins, John Beck, and Susan Swift. I haven't seen either one. We got a Wes Craven film here from 1981, before he did Nightmare on Elm Street, and that is Deadly Blessing with Donald Pleasance, Suzanne Buckner, Sharon Stone, Jeff East, Lisa Hartman, and Michael Berryman. So really, really, really good cast in this one. Actually, hang on. Did I say Donald Pleasance? I don't think he's in this. I always get him mixed up with another movie. So no, Donald is not in this film. Of course, we have The Loved Ones. I have not watched this one. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never seen the whole movie. So, gotta watch that one around Valentine's Day. Speaking of Valentine's Day, this is one of my favorite slashers for Valentine's Day. And no, it is not My Bloody Valentine, which is a good one. They both were. This is Lover's Lane. This is from 97, I want to say. It says 2005. That's not right. This is a 90s film. It was either 97 or 99. I can't remember. I think it's 99 actually. But yeah, this one stars Anna Faris, Richard Sanders, Billy O, Sarah Lancaster, Riley Smith, and Aaron J. Dean. Yeah, highly recommend this one. This one is a bootleg because I've never come across the DVD of it for cheap. This is a John Candy film called The Clown Murders. Yes, John Candy is in this movie. He is a he's just a prankster in this one, and I guess it goes wrong. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah. We got The Wildling here with Brad Dourif, Liv Tyler. Who else is in here? Belle Powley, Colin Kelly Sordelet, and James LeGros. I have not watched this one yet because it looks really creepy, and I always want to watch it late at night, and I decide not to because reasons. So we have, this is a bootleg because there is no disc out there of this film. We got Begotten. Apparently this is one of the best pictures of the year from 1989. Basically it's just a bunch of footage in black and white, and it's just a bunch of creepy images. So yeah, it's it may look authentic when you look at it, but it's just a bootleg. We got Devil's Gate here with Milo Ventimiglia, Shawn Ashmore, Jonathan Frakes, and Bridget Regan. We have from 1979, we have Don't Go Near the Park, starring Linnea Quigley, Tamara Taylor, Aldo Ray, Mino Palouse, Barbara Munker, and Crackers Finn. Yes, the guy's name is Crackers. I kid you not. Alright, last little small stack here. So this is the remake of Funny Games with Naomi Watts, Tim Roth, Michael Pitt, and Bradley Corbett. We have My Best Friend is a Vampire, classic late 80s kids horror comedy, starring David Warner. We have Night of the Virgin. This is a New Year's Eve horror film, a horror comedy. It's in Spanish with English subtitles. I haven't watched it yet. Severant title here of The Sinful Dwarf. I heard this movie is very vulgar, very offensive, and it is from 1974. Two more. We've got Spasms, which was a pretty decent film about snakes. So if you guys don't like snakes, don't watch this movie. And then lastly, another shot on video gross horror film called The Soul Tangler. It's an AGFA Bleeding Skull release. Yeah, this movie is very bloody. It's basically, it says if Reanimator was shot on Long Island for the price of a used car. So yeah, I didn't want to really show you the back because it's pretty disgusting. So yeah, don't watch this if you don't have your stomach can't handle it. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed me rambling about some really cheesy horror flicks, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.